I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here.
A training, development, and career development coaching business where we emphasize soft
2, 5,
skills.
6, 10 drinks at the bar. No boundaries, I get too close. No little by little here. 'Cause I give my all. No little by little.
Hey Lifer Tribe, welcome to another vlog, Living Life with your girl Stae. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited that you decided to join us today and kick off your shoes and relax and stay a while because you are going to love it here. And to my returning Lifer Tribe members, hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. You know I love you so, so much. So just picking up the camera to get started on this vlog, and we're gonna start with this seafood boil that I have been seeing all over the interwebs and TikTok from Aldi. So it's the seafood boil by Fremont, which I believe is Aldi's brand, and it has shrimp, corn on the cob, mussels, red skin potatoes, and Dewey sausage, and a Cajun seasoning packet. So Wallace and I are going to try this. I got 2 bags of it, and then I have some shrimp here that I'm probably going to add just to make sure that, oh, I thought my camera went out on me. Y'all know how my camera does. Just to make sure that we have enough. So I'll pick y'all back up once I finish cooking this. Let me see. What all do you have to do? Because I'm assuming you probably just have to boil the water and add it in. Cooking instructions. In a 4-quart pot, add 2 quarts of water, bring the boil, set aside the seasoning packet, slowly empty contents into the pot. Yeah, cook for 5 to 6 minutes. So yeah, it's not a huge process. Like I said, or I don't know if I said, but I'm gonna add some shrimp that I already have here at the house just to make sure, since there's 2 of us, because I don't know how much is in this and we haven't eaten anything today. And y'all know seafood tastes wonderful, but it's not necessarily a stick to your ribs type of thing. So yeah, I will pick y'all back up once this is done, let you know how it tastes and let you see how it looks. All right, y'all, so everything is in there. That's 2 bags, so that's not too bad. I decided not to add the extra shrimp. I'm like, no, let me just see what they're working with so I can give it a fair shot. And when I was pouring it in, it looked like there was a decent amount, so we'll see. And I just added their seasoning packet. I'm not going to do anything extra to it right off the bat because, again, I just want to give it a fair shot. So I'll let y'all know how it turns out. All right, y'all. So here's the final product. Definitely looks like enough for 2 people. We do have another pack of seasoning because each package came with 1 pack of seasoning. So you use 1 pack when you're cooking it, and then you're supposed to put the 2nd pack on afterwards. Wallace and I like a different amount of seasoning, so we're just going to season ours individually. But yeah, piping hot. I'll let y'all know how it tastes, but it definitely looks like enough, so we'll see. Y'all, I don't even know if I told you, this is only $10 per bag, and it's pretty good. Like, it's by no means the best crab boil I ever had, but for $10, I mean, the shrimp and everything aren't really big, but it's flavorful. I melted my butter. The mussels are really good. I'm enjoying them. I am. For a quick, easy prep, not much, boil some water, dump the stuff in there, put the seasoning on it. It's not bad. I mean, where are you going to get seafood for $10? Not bad. And look, let me show y'all how it is on the plate. Look at that. Got my seasoned butter. But I'm enjoying it. Hey, Lifer Tribe. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, okay, so you know I live in Dallas-Fort Worth, and it is 9 million trillion degrees here right now. I think it's been averaging like between 100 and 105. Heat index has gone up to like 117. So it has been hot. However, some things are still unacceptable even in the heat. I'm not sure if I shared with y'all before, but I'm pretty sure I did. I take these Goli Calm Ashwagandha vitamins at night for sleep. They work great for me, way better than what's that other stuff? Melatonin. Like melatonin does nothing for me, but I like these. They keep me asleep. They're just good, and they taste good. As you can see, they're like chocolate and caramel. You can take 1 or 2 in the evening. They're only 25 calories, whatever. So I try not to run out, and they're not really easy to find. So whenever I can find them on Amazon, I always buy them, whether I have them or not. Let's get back to the heat. Got these the other day in the sweltering heat. However, we were here when he made the delivery, so they weren't sitting on my patio, just for reference. But this is how they came. Can y'all see the inside of that? Disgusting. Disgusting. Now, I know it's hot. I mean, you could feel the heat on the box, on the container, and everything when they came. And so I'm like, all right, that's disgusting, but I'll just put them in the refrigerator, the freezer, whatever. However, luckily my husband was sitting there with me, because he was like, babe, it looks like those are used. It was already open. So y'all see this, which should have been the little safety thing that goes over it. This was like this when they came. Like, you could smell the chocolate. Hold on, y'all. This is my Nutty Butters. Hello?
Who are you around?
I'm doing my vlog. See, y'all, he talking about who you around.
Oh,
He must have to tell me something. I'll be right back.
you gotta say that.
I'll be back, y'all. Y'all, my Nutty Butters is a trip. He is a hot mess, but he cracks me up. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to get off that vlog. But anyway, y'all, this is how it came. It was already open, and look at the top. That is disgusting. So someone literally already had these, opened them up, and I was just so outdone by the condition. If Wallace wasn't sitting there, I don't know how much I would have noticed, or I may have probably would have noticed this eventually, just not in that moment. But what if this would have been gone like clean, where there wasn't any left? Would we have even paid attention? I don't know. It's just, that's disgusting. So I called Amazon, and of course they gave me a refund, and they said I didn't need to send these back. So these are definitely going in the trash. But I just had to show y'all. This stuff is ridiculous. And now Amazon trying to do all this charging for you to return stuff. And yeah, they need to do better. Because I understand it's convenient, but you still need to do better. You need to be checking your returns when you get them, or checking before you package stuff, because this could definitely be poison and out here killing folks. But anyway, so speaking of all that, y'all, okay, you know, whenever you're returning stuff to Amazon, you can return it to different places. Like, you can have them pick it up, you can return it to an Amazon drop off, UPS store, and Kohl's. So I have a UPS store not too far from me, and so that is where I take my returns for Amazon. But I had some returns yesterday, and one of the returns, which is so crazy, if I returned it to the UPS store, I was going to have to print a label and pay for a box or whatever. But if I returned it at Kohl's, then I didn't have to pay for anything. So I had like 3 things to return. 2 of them I could do at the UPS store, no charge, so I did that. But one thing, if I didn't want to pay to return it, I had to take it to Kohl's. So there's a Kohl's not too far from us too, and we were just running some errands. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not paying to return this. Let's just go to Kohl's. And am I glad I did? Did y'all know when you return things at Kohl's, they give you a 15% off coupon to use at Kohl's, and you have to use it that day. So that's smart, right? Kohl's is like, sure, you can have Amazon drop off here, because that's going to bring people into our store. And as Wallace pointed out, the Amazon return little kiosk is at the back of the store. So when you go in there, you have to walk all the way through the store, through the different departments to even get to Amazon. So that is genius right there. That's marketing whatever. That was very strategic. And then once you get there, you do your return and they hand you this 15% off coupon to use in store. And it was 15% like off of anything, including clearance, as long as you bought it that day. And the Kohl's that I was in also had a Sephora. So they gave me a separate 10% off Sephora coupon, but you had to use it same day. I didn't need anything from Sephora. I really never need anything from Sephora, and I really didn't feel like looking at Sephora. But as we were walking back through, and y'all know I'm trying not to shop, I just kind of browsed a little bit. Wasn't intending on buying anything, but they are doing their switch over from summer to winter, fall, and they had all of these inventory signs up everywhere. So I guess they'll probably be doing inventory, you know, this weekend or in the evenings or whatever. So they had sections of clearance items that were already marked down 50%, but then you got another 50% off of the clearance price, and then I could still use my 15% off coupon. So, you know, I was a little salty peanuts that I wasn't trying to shop, but your girl picked up a couple of things. Now, this is not going to be my usual haul, and it is nothing super exciting except for the price that I got this stuff for. And it's only, I think, 2 things, but I was just so excited. My husband is like, you are literally turning into an old lady. Now, again, don't get all hyped because it's not a major deal until you see how much I paid for it. So I got this little doodad. So it's just a little tank top dress with pockets, light blue, comes like mid-calf. Nothing spectacular. I think it's the Kohl's brand. It's Croft and Barrow, but nice, heavy, thick t-shirt material. Definitely will be wearing it around the house when I don't have anywhere to be because it's comfy. Pockets, so that's a plus, and a nice heavy t-shirt material. And then I got a candle. And this is a Sonoma candle. So, you know, Sonoma candles are good. It is the, what is it? Essential oils candle, a soy candle. The scent is Papaya Cove, which is, can y'all smell it? Absolutely delightful. 3-wick candle. I got both of these things for $7 combined. So this one was this was normally $21.99. It was marked down to $13.19, and then I got 50% off of that. And then this was normally $40, marked all the way down to $12. Then I got another 50% off of that, plus the 15% off of the entire purchase. And when I put my phone number in, I had a $5 credit already in there. So I got this stuff for $6.98. And I'm like so proud of myself. So it has, here's the receipt. $6.98. Can y'all see that? $6.98 that I paid. And it was a total saved of $54. So I saved almost, can y'all see? Almost $54. I don't know what y'all can see. But it has, the dress was $40. Clearance $28, sale price I got it for $6, Kohl's cash $2.39, and then 55 cents for the dollar. So I ended up paying $3.06 for the dress and $3.39 for the candle. You cannot beat that with a stick, as my grandmother would say. And here's the little coupon you get. And they give it back to you. So if I like wanted to go back, oh, wait a second, y'all. I thought it was in that day only. This is actually good. I can use it through August 28th. So if I go to, look, can y'all hear the excitement in my voice? If I go to another Kohl's and, you know, see what else they have, because you cannot beat that. These 2 things for $6.98. Now, granted, I won't continue to have the $5 credit because I don't even know what that was there for because I'm not a big Kohl's shopper. And then if you apply for their credit card, you get 35% off. But I just thought that was a good deal, especially like, I mean, even the 15% off when you're, you know, needing something and you're shopping at Kohl's. But just for taking back something from Amazon, which I was going to have to do anyway, and Kohl's wasn't that far, I'm thinking it might be worth it to start taking my stuff back to not Amazon, but Kohl's instead of the UPS store. But would that really help me with trying not to shop? But anyway, I just thought it was a good tip for any of you who do shop with Amazon, have to take things back and have a Kohl's near you. At least you could get a little something for your trouble. And I probably will be rocking this week after I wash it, because I'm always looking for something to throw on, you know, my moo-moos and whatever for just around the house, something comfortable, but something still where I can walk out to get the mail, go sit on the patio, whatever. I don't want to get dressed. So for $3, how could I pass it up? And so my husband was laughing at me because I do not like to try things on. I'm not a fitting room person, whatever. For the most part, I just eyeball stuff. I can tell if it fits or not. If it doesn't, I'll take it back. But there was this cute little linen double-breasted dress up there with a belt that I liked. And so, but I wasn't sure it was going to fit. And yes, I am one of those people who will try on clothes right in the middle of the store over top of what I have on. And he was over there cracking up because the dress was one of those that was not that easy to put on. And so I kind of got stuck in the dress and was trying to, it was crazy. And I had on my tinted moisturizer, and the dress was a cream color. So of course I didn't want to get any moisturizer or anything on the dress. So I'm trying not to let it hit my face. And he is over there dying laughing. He's like, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if you would go to the dressing room. You know what? I think they have some dressing rooms over there where you could actually get comfortable, take off your clothes, and try on the dress correctly. And so he's laughing. I'm like, I'm good. And then an older lady who worked for Kohl's, she walks by and she's like, ma'am, I'm sure you're aware, but just in case, we do have dressing rooms back here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. My husband keeps trying to tell me that. But I did not want to go in the dressing room. And so long story short, I couldn't even try on the dress because, like I said, it was double-breasted, but y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Double-breasted all the way down, but only the first 2 rows of buttons were actually functional. The rest of them were just sewn on, so you couldn't unbutton it. So it gave you really limited space to be able to actually, you know, get the dress on. So I was just like, forget it. And my husband's like, so really you like the dress, but you're just not even going to try to go to the dressing room and try it on. I'm like, no, you don't understand how much I hate doing that. And that dress was marked down to like $21, which would have been half off of that, which would have took it down to like a little over $10 plus the 15% off. But yeah, that's how much I don't like dressing rooms, and I didn't need it. But anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all, if you take your stuff back to Kohl's, you can get a 15% off coupon and use it on just about anything. I think it was like certain name brands you couldn't use it for, but that's typical anywhere with coupons. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and tell y'all that. Not getting into a whole lot today. I do have an orientation for a women's entrepreneur leadership cohort that I was just accepted into. I think it's like a 6 or 8 week program where you'll be learning from some of the top women entrepreneurs in the country. Gives you access to other like-minded individuals in different types of industries, learning a lot, getting a lot of tips, making a lot of connections. So y'all know how I feel about that. So that starts today officially with the orientation, but it is via Zoom, so I don't have to go anywhere. So I'll probably just, you know, I'm not going to go in my moo-moo, but I don't have to do a whole lot. So I'll share with you guys how that first day goes after. I think that's like 7 o'clock tonight. But other than that, I'm just working, doing what I need to do to make it happen. But I'll pick y'all up next time I do something exciting, because wasn't this exciting? I got 2 items for $7. Follow all of the steps to go to school, get a good education, get a job, do all the things, which they all, thank God, were very successful in those things. But we realized as they were going into young adulthood that there were certain things they weren't comfortable with that we thought were just going to be innately within them. Things like just introducing themselves in a forum such as this, maintaining eye contact, being able to network and speak with other people. All right, y'all, so I am headed to go get my nails done, and I am feeling like a young chick because my boo done sent me some money to get my nails done. I haven't had that happen in ages. But no, for real, Wallace just transferred some Apple Cash over to me to get my nails done because he is really bad about spending his Apple Cash. He always forgets about it, which isn't a big deal, but that's like free money just sitting there. And I usually Apple Pay at the nail salon. So yeah, so he just sent me some money. I had to accept it into my Apple Cash, but I was like, oh, I feel like a young girl getting money from my boo to get my nails done. And I'm just gonna get my fingernails done today, redo my dip set because my toes don't really need done, and I'm gonna be getting them done in another week or so anyway to go on the cruise, and I'll be getting my nails done again too. But my nails are actually like chipped, and we have a couple of meetings and things, and I can't be going looking all crazy about the nails. But anyway, I don't know if y'all could hear that loud noise a couple of minutes ago. Y'all are all up my nose. A couple of minutes ago when I was leaving from the house, but I don't think I told y'all, but my neighbor across the street, their tree just like fell down literally out of the clear blue. And I don't remember if I mentioned that to y'all because that was a couple of days ago. I know I had taken a picture and posted it on my Facebook or whatever, but I think it's just because of how hot it's been here and the drought we've been having, because the tree, the leaves are perfectly green and full and lush, so the tree does not look like it was unhealthy or dying, and it literally like fell. My husband was in his office. I think I told y'all this because I remember saying his window looks out to the street. So the tree was up 1 minute and then it was down. But anyway, they're out there now. It took a few days for somebody to come, but they're out there now, I guess, getting rid of it and chopping it all up so that they can haul it away. And when I posted it on Facebook, quite a few people were saying that had either happened to them recently or in their neighborhood. One young lady who used to attend the church when my husband was pastoring, she had reached out and said that the same thing had just happened to her, where her neighbor's tree fell on her roof. So that stuff is dangerous. I mean, because it's a whole tree. Like, this was not a little tree. These are developed, established neighborhoods with full-grown trees with big trunks. So thankfully, you know, I haven't heard of anyone being hurt. And here, the worst that happened was my other neighbor who was parked across the street in front of the house where the tree came down. The tree came down on their van, but it looks like it was only minimal damage where their back window, one of their back windows was out. But that's not that big of a deal, considering, you know, because there could have been kids out there playing, because it fell like out of the yard all the way into the street. Like, it was a big tree. I should have showed y'all, and now they're out there cutting it up. Okay, yeah, don't stop at your stop sign, young lady. Like, why do people do that? And we're in a parking lot. Y'all couldn't see it, but this young lady just blew right through the stop sign as if it's there for no reason. And it looks like we're going to the same place. So I guess she want to make sure she get in here. Like, she is driving crazy, just reckless. What are you doing? So ridiculous. But anyway, I'll pick y'all back up because I'm super frustrated now. She wanted to get the first parking spot. Like, we could all get some steps in. don't always get a full manicure because everything's a la carte now, and I forget, so I'll just say I need a dip set and a pedicure or whatever. So I hadn't gotten a full-blown manicure in a while, and she did a really good job. The lady who normally does my nails and everything, she only works like every other Wednesday, and I usually get an appointment with her, but I didn't, so I just showed up, and because I have things to do today, so I was just here like literally as soon as they opened. But I was happy with the lady who did it today, and there weren't a lot of people in there. She took her time, so it was enjoyable. So I'm excited. My nails, y'all know I'm a plain Jane, so it's not like nothing fancy, but they look good to me. This is what makes me happy. So yeah, but anyway, let me update y'all, which I'm sure you didn't even know it was a thing, but the young lady who blew through the stop sign and almost T-boned me and then was driving all reckless in the parking lot, I told y'all she was coming in there, so I guess she was trying to be early. But here's the thing. When we talk about you never know what somebody is going through, and not that it was major at all because it's just nails, but when I get in there, she's fussing because she came to get a pedicure yesterday and she got gel on her toes, and she felt like he put it on too thick and it was hurting when she put her shoe on. So she wanted them to take it off and do it over. And if it was hurting, by all means, sis, yeah, you need to have it done. But that just leads me to believe that that's the reason why she was driving the way she was driving. And that is not acceptable by any means. However, with what I do professionally, as far as being a soft skills and emotional intelligence life coach, that's the kind of stuff that I teach. Like, you cannot be so wrapped up in your emotions that it causes you to behave poorly or act recklessly. Like, it is fine to be upset about something. It's completely fine that she came in there to have it taken care of. However, you out here in these streets risking life and limb because you mad about your toenails. Like, now you're gonna be mad because you messed up your car and messed up somebody else's car. Possibly somebody could get hurt. Like, you have to be more in check with your emotions. You have to be able to control yourself. It's all about self-control at the end of the day. Emotional intelligence, soft skills has a lot to do with self-control and checking your emotions and dealing with situations in a way where things can still get handled, your feelings can still be expressed, but it doesn't have to trickle down into every aspect of your life. And y'all, I don't know where I'm looking because I'm driving and so I'm all over the place. But yeah, it was like as soon as I walked in, because I walked in right behind her, and I saw, you know, her talking to the lady and pointing at her toes, and the lady's like, oh, well, who did your pedicure? And she said, the guy who just walked in the back, and, you know, it's just hurting. I think he did it too thick and, you know, whatever. But she was just really upset. And I think probably maybe anticipating them giving her an issue or maybe not wanting to do her pedicure over. But they had a lot of questions, and I understand that as well. You know, as a business, they just want to know for several reasons. They want to make sure that they're taking care of their customers, but they also want to look out for themselves in a way to make sure that you're just not getting it done over because maybe there was some buyer's remorse or, you know, whatever. You're just not trying to get a free service. And also it could be for, which it really should be for, you know, possible training and just things to look out for, room for growth for them to see what happened or whatever. But yeah, they did her toes over. She left and she said thank you when she walked out. It was so funny because, you know, she probably was in a hurry. It looked like she had on some kind of a uniform, maybe for work. It looked like possibly she worked childcare. I think it was some kind of childcare name. And, you know, I'm saying work, she may own the daycare. So definitely not trying to downplay whatever it is she's doing. But I just say that to say it looks like she was probably in a hurry as well and was not anticipating having to come to the nail salon again because she came yesterday. So I get it, but I just need us to be more cognizant of how we're showing up in the world every second of the day. You know, it's just not a good look, and it's not even necessarily safe to carry these emotions from one place to another. You know, get there safely, have the mindset that you're going to walk in, you're going to take care of it, and you know, but you don't have to have an attitude from the time you get it, because things happen too. No one's perfect. The people at the nail salon aren't perfect. I have not always been 100% satisfied with my nails. You know, manicure, pedicure, I've had to go back before, and there have been times where I've gone back because I wasn't happy with the service and things worked fine. They apologized, took care of it. And then there was other times when I got pushed back. I actually had a time with when I was getting my lash extensions where a lady just straight up refused to fix it. So let me tell y'all this quick little story time now that I thought about it. Now I'm in my driveway, and I do need to go in the house and get dressed and everything for the rest of the day because we have a couple of meetings. And Wallace had the nerve to text me while I was up there and say, I registered you for this webinar at noon. And we got a meeting at 11. We have a meeting at 2. And he scheduled me for a webinar at noon. So anyway, one time when I was getting my lash extensions, I was not happy. When she first did them, I told her, I said, this is not what I wanted. These are way too thick, way too much. And she said, well, I just put a lot on because, you know, they'll come out over time. And I get that and I appreciate that. But again, I'm a plain Jane, supernatural girl, did not want the glam lashes. And I didn't get long lashes. So it really looked kind of crazy. Like it was short lashes, a bunch. And I told her I didn't like it. And she just insisted, oh, it's going to be fine. Well, I left and went through that day and they were in my vision. I couldn't see. I was feeling them. I'm like, no, I can't do this. So I went back the very next day as soon as they opened and was like, hey, this isn't working for me. They're too thick, too dense. I'm seeing them, you know, constantly. I need you to redo this the way I asked you to do it. I asked for a natural look. So she's like, they're fine. She kind of gave me a little pushback, but then she's like, okay, come on. So she takes me back to her little booth or whatever, has the stuff on my eyes, and she's like, I'm going to have to let this stuff soak for a second because you just got them done yesterday. So it's going to take a while. I'm like, that's fine. So she does what she needs to do, gets the lashes off, and I'm sitting there. A couple of other people come in. She's dealing with the other people. And so I finally say, excuse me, you know, are you going to be able to get started? And she was like, oh, I'm not doing them again. I said, what? Yeah, you didn't like the way I did the lashes. I'm not doing them again. I said, but I paid for my lashes. And when were you going to tell me that you weren't going to do them again? Like, I was livid. I was caught off guard. I was angry. I was confused. Like, I was feeling all the feelings. She was like, oh no, you can just come up and I'll refund you, but I'm not doing your lashes again. But she never said that to begin with. It wasn't my first time going there, but it was my first time having her as my tech. And she was really trying to play me and just let me sit there, because at no point did she ever discuss, this is just going to be a removal and I'll give you a refund. So needless to say, I was a whole lot heated. However, I'm never going to be that type of person to show my behind in public. I'm never going to be that person where people are getting me on camera and putting me on TikTok and making memes. So I had a conversation with her to let her know how unprofessional that was, how I felt about it. I definitely did take my refund or whatever, and I had her to give me back the tip, because even though I wasn't super happy the day before, I still left a tip because she did her job and she felt like she was doing what was best for me. But I had her to refund my tip as well. But I never went back there, even though I had been happy with other people before. But I had to keep my emotions in check, because what I have to think about first and foremost is who I am and what I represent. And it's just not worth it. But yeah, people will try to test your gangster out here. So that happened to me. That's probably been 5-6 years ago. I hadn't really even thought about it until today. So maybe something similar to that happened to the young lady who came in the nail shop. So she came in, she was sitting already, but they handled it well. Anyway, I've been ranting on and on and on. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all, I forgot to pick you up, but maybe you'll be able to see. Look at my pool. Do y'all see how high that water is? Do y'all see that? Okay, so this is what happens when you're 50 plus and you set an alarm in your phone for 5:15 p.m. and you forget why you set the alarm. So the alarm goes off and you're like, why in the world did I have an alarm set for 5:15? And so you just turn it off and thinking, okay, I must have did something by accident. And then you don't only do that, you go on about your business to a meeting that's about 30-40 minutes away from home. Then you stop and get some ice cream on the way home. And luckily, when you get home, you have to take the puppy out, because when you get home, the water, and it has stopped. I forgot to pick y'all up at the height of it. I made a TikTok, so I will go ahead and insert the TikTok right here. What happens when you're 50 plus and you set a timer and an alarm in your phone to remind you of something, but then when the timer goes off and the alarm rings, you don't remember why you set it in the first place? This is what happens. Pro tip: when you set your timer and alarm to remind you of something, also add a note as to what it's reminding you of. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, lesson learned is you can't just set an alarm. You have to label the alarm to remind your old behind as to what the alarm is for. I mean, we got a diving pool now, y'all. Look at how deep that water is. And it was like, y'all saw it in the TikTok. Crazy. So I don't know what that water bill is gonna be, but that water was running. The alarm probably went off 30 minutes before we left. And then we were gone for a good 3 hours. Oh, and we stopped at DSW. So we left, the alarm went off. We left the house 30 minutes later. Went to the meeting, which took us 30 minutes to get there. The meeting was about an hour and a half. Drove 30 minutes to DSW. We're in DSW at least 30 minutes. Took about 10 minutes to get to go to get the ice cream, then home. So y'all do the math of all that timeage right there. We were gone for hours. And like I said, if we didn't have to take Lux outside, there is no telling what would have happened. I mean, the water's all running to the neighbor's yard. Luckily, you know, no damage. It wasn't that much, but for hours, y'all. And it's not like we were filling up the pool like from scratch. It's just that with it being so hot here, you know, the water evaporates, whatever. So you just want to keep it level, at a safe level, you know, so that the filter and all that and the motor don't burn out or whatever. But yeah, just word to the wise for my middle-aged folks. Go on and label that alarm. We don't just need an alarm anymore, because the first thing you're gonna say when that alarm goes off in the middle of the day, early evening, whatever, you like, why my alarm going off? And boop, hit that button. I don't need this alarm. But anyway, y'all like my nails? They turned out really good. But anyway, yeah, so I will see y'all tomorrow, I guess. I did get some cute little shoes at DSW, so I'll show y'all those tomorrow. What else? Are y'all head to Temu or Temu, whatever it is? I think we might do a little Temu haul, or Temu, whatever it is, because I have ordered a few things from them, and I think I may have mentioned that to y'all, but I haven't showed you. But I've been kind of liking what I'm seeing. It's no Amazon, you know, it's taken about 2 weeks maybe to get to me, but it's hella inexpensive, and the stuff has been okay. Like, not the greatest. It's not Saks, but not bad either. So yeah, we might have to do that tomorrow.
Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop tops out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDM'in', yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure of. Young and untamed, I've been out of range, keeping it low, but I wanna be bold with it. Don't care who we told about it. Well, baby, got a hold on it. Don't let love unfold tonight. They'll be calling us gold. No lies, so fair with it. You can let them stare at it. Now I'm prepared. Oh, instead of love out loud, since we ain't going nowhere. So tonight, post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. I'm a good catch, but I never let him catch.
Friday. So the concert last night was amazing. It was a last minute thing. I didn't know a whole lot about the concert as far as, well, first of all, let me address the elephant in the room, or maybe it's not the elephant in the room because y'all be used to me sitting in the car, but I'm on the passenger side sitting out here waiting on my husband, like, you know, when you're a little kid back in the day, back in my day, when your parents used to leave you in the car because nobody cared back then and you had to wait for them to conduct business. Well, that's what I'm doing. My husband had a meeting that didn't involve me today. I love when he has meetings separate from me, but we also had planned a lunch date today, or an early dinner type of thing, because it's about 10 minutes to 2, but y'all know we only eat the one meal a day, so we usually eat like a early dinner, late lunch. But the restaurant we want to go to is close to where his meeting is, and it's about 40 minutes from the house, so it just made more sense for me to ride with him. So I'm sitting out here and I'm trying to control the urge not to go find somewhere to shop, because I don't need to shop. But y'all need to see this. I have not been doing outfits of the day at all, and this is such a cute little dress. I'll try to show y'all, or remember to show y'all, because of course I could, I just forget. But this is from Target, and I got a white one just like it that I have not even worn yet. And it was only like 40 bucks, and I got it in the beginning of the season, but then this one went on sale for $20, so I bought it. And it's funny, so I've worn this one and still haven't worn the white one, and summer's almost over. And do y'all do that whole no white after Labor Day? I grew up like that, but I also grew up in a cold climate on the East Coast in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I guess maybe it made a little more sense, only because white clothes typically are lighter fabrics or whatever. But I live in Texas now, and right now it's 106 degrees, and it could be this way for Lord knows how long. I wear white whenever I want, because I just feel like it's a stupid rule. So I wear white before Easter, I wear white after Labor Day. So I'll probably be taking that white dress on the cruise with me. But anyway, I've talked about a million things, but the concert was amazing last night. I knew it was LL, but I didn't know who else was going to be there. Y'all, it was MC Lyte, it was Rakim, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony, it was Goody Mob, CeeLo was there. Oh my gosh, who else was there? The Roots were the band. When I tell you 50 years of hip hop anniversary did not disappoint. I felt like I was 17 again. I felt like I was 21 again. Like they took me back to my younger days. I remember seeing some of them in concert when I was much younger. It was amazing. We had such a great time. And y'all know I'm bougie and I love the sweet life. And I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to be in the suite with my girl Monique last night. I love and appreciate her for always looking out and inviting me, because I would miss this stuff if I didn't have friends in high places who invite your girl to the suite, because I'm just too old to be in the gym pop and trying to navigate all that. So we had the VIP parking passes, we had the suite, some really good wings in the suite yesterday, 3 different flavors, barbecue, I think, buffalo, and like a garlic parmesan or something. Delicious. Had my corn dog. I love the corn dogs at Dickies Arena. But yeah, it was just a good time. We partied, we sang, we cut up, and we had on our B-girl clothes. We had on our fanny packs, our bamboo earrings with our name in them. So it was a lot of fun. So I am going to try to share that with y'all. I don't know why people always want to call me when I'm talking to my girls. But anyway, it was a good time. We had a lot of fun. The concert wasn't over till like midnight. But we had a good time. Rode home, blasting some old school hip hop with the top down like kids. So just a good time. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on and give y'all a quick update on that. And yeah, I'll pick y'all up when we get to lunch. I'm super excited because I am starving. Because yesterday I didn't eat like for a long time, because I knew that we would probably eat at the concert, and we did. And so I ate late last night, but I didn't eat a lot because it was so late. So I am starving because I haven't had anything to eat today. And he said his meeting should only be about 30 minutes or so. So hopefully that's the case, because I hate waiting, but it made sense. And I could go shop, but I don't need anything. And I know, especially since I have vacation coming up, if I see something, I'll buy it and be like, oh, I'll just take it on vacation. And I know all of the summer clothes probably are on sale, and you know your girl can't pass up a good buy. But anyway, I'll see y'all in a minute.
I always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no, little by little here. I'm always pushing things too far. 2, 5, 6, 10 drinks at the bar. No boundaries, I get too close. No little by little here, 'cause I give my all. Oh, no little by little, I pour out my heart. Heart. Little by little here, I always run and hit the wall. I'd rather jump and risk the fall.